first part. So the lumen iodizes iodine to I minus, or iodide. It has to be in the form of iodide in order to get it in. The intestine takes in iodide through the sodium iodide symporter. And again, the book, for whatever reason, just leaves this little blurb out. So you got to go to the notes or either the board notes to get that little blurb, how the intestine takes it in. It says it takes it in, but it doesn't tell you which symporter. The iodide travels to the thyroid gland. It enters the thyroid follicular cells through the same symporter, the sodium iodide symporter. The iodide enters the follicular lumen via pendrin. So on the other side, so if we're drawing let's draw a follicular cell. So here's blood. Nucleus. Okay, on this side, we have the NIS. Okay, on this side, we have pendrin. So the iodide goes in here, and then goes through here, and then comes out here. So then we're going to join with tyrosine using thyroid peroxidase. And then we make these mono monothiodo residues. Okay, so that's steps 1 through 6. After that, so we're going to do the first picture going from the bloodstream into the thyroid and then releasing. Then I'll erase that and we'll do the rest. So, 7. Then the thyroid, follicular, lumen, joins, okay, and then all right, so here's the second half. So then they're going to go back in this way. Okay, so once we're up in the lumen, once we've got the tyrosyl residues, the thyroid follicular lumen joins the iodotyrosyl residues, either the mono or the di, to thyroglobulin and makes bound T3 and T4. So you have triiodothyronine and tetraiodothyronine, and they're stuck to this molecule called thyroglobulin. And they just sit in the lumen of the follicular cells until they're asked by a cell signal to come forward. So still attached to thyroglobulin, T3 and T4 / thyroglobulin are taken in by the endosome and fused with the lysosome. So we're back in the follicular cells. So then the lysosome decouples thyroglobulin and T3 and T4. Finally, the T3 and T4 are released into the bloodstream. So that's this first part. That's what happens from going in from the intestine all the way through to the thyroid gland, and then they're released as the preactive and active hormones. So questions on this part? I'll take a picture and then we'll do the next part. But are there any questions on what I wrote, or you can't read something, or you're missing the steps? Question?
Active thyroid peroxidase on the diagram, what does that say?
Oh, okay, so that's the thyroid peroxidase, and then this is mono and di iodotyrosyl residues. So the tyrosine's been attached, and there's been a modification, but it's not yet T3 and T4. It's not yet triiodothyronine or tetraiodothyronine. It's like the middle step.
Professor, so this should help us with the first part of the essay,
Yes.
right? That's what we were
This is
looking
the
for.
first half of the first part of the essay. So I'm going to take a picture of this, erase it, then we're going to do the second half.